Oh, it must be a tough time to be an Xbox fan.
God damn.
Okay? It must be tough. I am so glad that I let my Xbox fandom go. Okay? I did. I let it go. For those of you who don't know, I've always, for the most part, in my adult life, have either owned or had significant access to all of the consoles. Okay? And so I've never been a console warrior, but my preferred platform has always been Xbox. And I have gone on record many a times consuming a lot of Xbox content. Yes. Roast me in the comments. I used to watch Colt Eastwood. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't believe I just let that come out of my mouth. All right. Yes, I used to watch Colt Eastwood. I used to watch the Xbox 2 podcast, follow guys like Paris Lilly, and watch, Kinda Not So Funny in, their little Xbox show. I'm sorry. Okay. Judge me not, even though I know you're judging me.
My leg.
Okay. But I was able to let that go. You know what I'm saying? Now I play everything on PC now. Like I can't help it anymore. And for the record, I always said that I didn't believe in spending thousands of dollars on a PC just to play video games. And to be fair, I spent $1,000 on a PC, but it was for YouTube, not to play video games. And then when I upgraded my GPU, my processor, my RAM, and all of these things, I just tried out PC gaming, and it's been a superior experience. It is what it is. All right. And so I remember those times of wondering when the new Final Fantasy game was going to hit Xbox or any other, third-party publisher games that went to PlayStation and then for whatever reason didn't come to Xbox. I remember that. And here's the thing. I owned a PlayStation. I did. You know what I'm saying? I owned one. A PS5. And, still, I hope for these games to come to Xbox because I'm an Xbox guy. Well, nigga, it must hurt. 22,000 sales in week 1 on Xbox for Final Fantasy 16. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Guys, before I continue this, do me a favor. I'm about to start begging. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, turn on that notification bell when you're done because these niggas are not telling y'all about my videos. I gotta let y'all know. I got the big. You know what I'm saying? I ain't begging for your money, but I am begging for your like and your notification bell. And if you do not do that, okay? If you do not do that, I'm sending you a letter that forces you to come to FatCon in January. You will be there. You will be drinking bacon grease. Okay. Anyway, let's get to it. So, all right. So, where does this number come from? Let's go to this article from Push Square. Okay. Final Fantasy 16 may have underperformed on PS5, but it's doing terribly on Xbox. Okay. There's been a lot of chatter about Final Fantasy lately, with Sony's console exclusivity deals blamed for the franchise underperformance. After a heavy marketing campaign, mostly funded by PlayStation, the likable Final Fantasy 16 sold approximately 3 million units within a week on PS5. This was considered an underperformance from series shepherd Square Enix. However, and after equally tepid sales of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, it confirmed that it's aggressively transitioning to a multi-format strategy. That, by the way, didn't stop it from releasing Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster as a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive earlier this month, but we digress. After a highly promoted PC port launched last year, Final Fantasy 16 debuted with a reasonable, if unspectacular, 27,500 peak concurrent players on Steam. It's worth repeating that concurrent players are not equivalent of sales and merely reflect the number of people playing at a specific time, although it's the only data we have to access. Okay, and during the Xbox showcase last week, Square Enix shadow dropped an Xbox Series XS port amid much fanfare, but the sales estimates leave a lot to be desired. Fans noticed that the port was as low as 443 on Xbox Most Played list, and Alenia Analytics has since followed up, claiming that the title has only sold 22,000 copies on Microsoft's console over the past week or so. To be clear, we're still yet to get confirmation of the consultancy firm's methodology, but it promises cutting-edge analytics and has been publishing some really fascinating data over the past 3 months. It's probably roughly in the right ballpark. And so yeah, there you go. So apparently Alinea Analytics, and we're gonna have to tuck away Alinea Analytics for the future, because if they have some type of data to where they're able to, you know, follow sales, then, you know, we're gonna have to tuck them away for a rainy day, because that's gonna be important. So 22,000 sales is abysmal. Even for, I get it, it's an older game, but like, come on, guys, like 22,000 sales. You've been crying about Final Fantasy coming to Xbox for years now, and 22,000 sales is all you could muster. If you could have got to 100,000, I would have been able to defend Xbox. Like, all right, cool, like, okay, but maybe it's just too late. Maybe it's so late that Xbox gamers don't even care anymore. But 22,000. Wow. Now this person here has a different take on it. He says, going to insist on this again. Final Fantasy 16 is not selling much on Xbox, apparently. Final Fantasy is not a big IP nowadays, commercially. Square Enix needs to really think this series through in order to revitalize it. Younger gamers totally don't care about Final Fantasy. And that's where there needs to be a little reflection. And by reflection, I mean... Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Because even as somebody who didn't grow up playing Final Fantasy, you had to know about Final Fantasy. You just had to. Whether it's the amazing, like Final Fantasy was one of those games that the commercials look like what you hope video game play would look like in the future. I remember seeing commercials for Final Fantasy games and like, wow, that game looks amazing. Does it really look like that? And then you see the gameplay of it and it's like, oh shit, that was just a cutscene. But the point is, Final Fantasy was a pillar of gaming. And you never thought you would get to a point where Final Fantasy would be irrelevant. But yikes, it needs to be considered that maybe Final Fantasy just don't hit the same as it used to be. And it's not really all that hard to imagine why. I mean, have you played a Final Fantasy game? Listen, nigga, you got to be able to read. You got to have a lot of patience, because Japanese developers love their cutscenes, and they love their what am I? I'm missing the word. The dialogue. You know what I'm trying to say? Exposition. I almost said disposition, and y'all damn sure would have called me stupid. Like, what did this nigga just say? Disposition? Yeah, nah, nigga. I meant exposition. Okay. Japanese gamers love, not gamers, I'm sorry. Japanese developers love their exposition. And a lot of these gamers coming up are TikTokers. They want their entertainment right away. They don't want to wait. They don't have the attention span to tolerate this kind of stuff. Okay? I remember, I forgot what game I was playing recently where, Jesus Christ, like the game had you running back and forth between houses and buildings and talking to people. And I'm trying to get to the combat. And me, I had the patience for Final Fantasy 16. I had the patience to finish Final Fantasy 7. I haven't finished Rebirth yet. I barely even started it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot going on. But I can imagine, like, my little brother, and I don't even think he's Gen Z. My little brother, he's a millennial. My little brother, no possible way. No fucking way. We're talking about a nigga that thrives off Call of Duty. They like instant action. And I think that's why people love Souls games. More specifically, From Software. Those games are straight to the action. No cutscenes, no long dialogues. I mean, yeah, you go and talk to NPCs, but that dialogue is short. It's straight to the action. And I think Final Fantasy, you know, I don't know if they should try that. I don't know if that would take away the DNA or what it is. But the simple fact of the matter is, there's some credence to that. But at the same time, Xbox it seems like it's a dying platform. I hate to admit that Xbox plays a significant part in my childhood, but nigga, this shit ain't looking good. Okay, they doing multi-platform now. There's no reason to buy an Xbox. It's like if you already have an Xbox, okay, great, use it. But why would you ever go out and buy one, right? Why? You wouldn't. You go out and you're about to get Gears of War on PlayStation. How long before you get Halo on PlayStation? Just get a PC. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always, may the grip be with you.
Leaving the nigga essence in the air. Them happy, nappy head niggas with the fingers on the trigger. Don't trust them new niggas over there. Don't trust